So we're in Sandgate, Vermont, and last night I'm at my house and I'm running around with my kids out in the rain, and it's a pretty violent storm, but just a few hundred yards away it is just going crazy. And we're going to show you some of the damage that took place last night, and we're going to talk to some of the people that were in it, and as you're going to hear, they weren't having a good time. So let's go talk to them.
Well, I'm Sandy Reedy. It ripped our roof clean off, rafters and all, up over, and who knows where, up into the woods. Watched a bunch of things swirl around and take off. The sound was like a freight train. We don't have a basement, so I had all my children and I just get in the middle of the house. From the pressure, it broke our front window. Any little crack we had in our house was just all kinds of dirt shot in through every little crack. We'll have wood for years to come.
Yeah, Ray O'Keefe, a meteorologist in charge with the National Weather Service in Albany. So we've got reports of trees down, which obviously I'm here and I see, yes, there are many trees down. So we're here today to determine, we know that there was some kind of destructive wind here. So a lot of it is, talking to people, asking them what they saw, looking at the damage, which I've been doing for a while here, and then trying to make a conclusion as to what happens. We know there was wind, and we know it was strong wind. So now we need to decide what kind of wind it was.
Started at Paul Standards is where we first noticed it. It come right up the valley, right toward the house. It was so black and the rain was so hard pounding. The rain was hitting my window. If it had been hail, it would have smashed the windows right out of the house. The rain was hitting it so hard, the drops were so big. The wife was down in the basement with our grandson, and we thought the roof was coming off. It was quite an experience. Something that I never experienced. It was definitely a circle wind. I could see the circle wind coming. I don't know if it was a twister, tornado, or I guess just like when they say it sounds like a freight train on TV, when you see it on the news, it's hard to imagine, but I heard the sound, and it's definitely something I've never heard before. When it takes 3-foot oak and twists them just like a piece of grass and tips them over, it's rugged.
So the National Weather Service survey team has released their findings on Sandgate. They're not calling it a twister, they're calling it a microburst. You may have heard of microbursts in relation to airplanes trying to fly through them. There are big columns of air that crash to the earth, run for a very short period of time, 2-3 miles, moving very quickly. As Mike said, it was about 2 minutes and it was all over. Interesting thing about the findings is that that storm was moving over 100 miles per hour in that short time and space, and that's equivalent to an EF1 tornado. So those folks in Sandgate weren't kidding when they said it sounded like a freight train. This is Haas Worsland for GNet TV. We'll see you next time.